This is basically the biggest meet of the year. This is conference. It's we always gear our training towards. Everything's geared towards this. We set off recruiting kids at the beginning of the year. We always have in mind for conference. What can they do at the conference level? And really, we feel really good about where we're at. Our team is still very young. Like we said, we have a lot of freshmen and sophomores. But you could just see there's that sense of urgency going around right now, and I feel like it's getting better every single year. That sense of urgency just keeps getting higher and higher and higher. And you've got a group right now that's really focused on the job we have to do this weekend. I'm going to be leaving Wednesday with Coach Katrina and the Maltese and a couple of the throwers, and the rest of the group's going to be heading out with Coach Felix and Coach Booth there on Thursday. So, we're getting out there a couple days early. We're just trying to make sure that the athletes are in a position to succeed. So some of the other trips may be an up and back. We're going to be gone Wednesday. We're going to be getting back the following Monday. So it's going to be a nice long trip. Some areas where I think we can do really well. Pretty much every throwing event on that women's side, we've got an athlete in there that can compete. Pretty much all, our three of our jumps there on the women's side, the high jump, the long jump, the triple jump. And that goes for the men as well. We've got some people in there that can do well. Our sprints look good right now. Our mid-distance group is coming together. Pretty much across the board, we feel really good. Our last meet, we had a very good meet. We had some good things going. This meet now, basically, like we talk to our team about constantly, and basically the thing that comes up when we get to conference, and they know, day one of the conference championships, that big day on the track, which is Saturday, is about making the finals. So it's about making the finals so you can come back on Sunday and basically score those points. Thursday, we're looking at the start of the multi-event. So Chris Sullivan and Pablo Spiti on the decathlon have a very good chance to do really, really well. Both of them are looking to do some really special things. They're looking to put up some big point totals. Their practice has been going well. Across the board, I think they should do well. Samantha Ebanks, too, one of our freshmen there, is going to be starting off in the heptathlon on Thursday as well. Then we move to Friday, and they're going to finish up the hep and the deck for those three athletes, and then we're going to have the women's hammer throw that day. So I think we have about 5 women throwing the hammer, and all of them have a shot to do really well. And then you basically move into Saturday. We got the discus. Gabby and Teresa have a chance to do really well there. We've got all the prelims there for our track events. I believe we have the long jump that day for women. We have the triple jump for men that day, where we have a couple athletes that can do well. So all the goal really is trying to make the finals on that Sunday. And then Sunday, Tiffany Hernandez has won the conference before in the javelin. Teresa Russell's throwing the shot. You have pretty much all the athletes on the track there that we're hoping they can make it back, to make finals. And I never want to jinx it, so I try not to say names there. But they understand the goal and the role they have to play. And really, on that Saturday, you're not trying to conserve energy in any way. You're not trying to, scheme in any way. You're just trying to get out there and trying to run as fast as you can so you can make the finals. And I'll be honest, our conference is one of the toughest conferences in the country. Numerous national champions, All-Americans. There was a world record holder in our conference this year. That's what we deal with at our conference championship. So our kids understand the gravity of our meet, like the seriousness of it, the tone of what we have to go in and set from day one. And I think what's really good for us is the athletes that are going to be getting us started off there on day one are Pablo Spiti and Chris Sullivan, who have been some of the hardest workers on this team, quite possibly the hardest workers for 4 years now. And they've set a good tone. So if they go out there and they have a good day, our hammer throwers have a good day on Friday, I know that the tone's going to be set for us to do a really good thing on the track on Saturday. So even though we are an individual sport, and as soon as this meet's over, we're going to get into the individual part of our season where regionals and nationals comes along and a lot of those summer meets, you really can see how well a team can do when someone sets the tone early in a meet like this and does well, and then how it affects the rest of the team. So, if those athletes go out and they have some personal records and they maybe qualify for nationals, or they go out and they win, or they go all conference and they do something special, our team's going to feed off of that. Regardless, we're men and women, we're indoor, outdoor, cross country, all those things. But when we get to these championship level meets, we all come together as one team, and I always believe that we execute very well. So it's just up to them to continue to do that. And really, as coaches, at a weekend like this, there's not a lot of coaching going on. It's the end of the year. There's a lot of coaching moments. There's teaching moments where we can learn, but at the end of the day, it's, if we don't have it down now, we're not going to get it in the next 20 minutes before the event starts. So A lot of ours is just, a lot of our role this weekend is just making sure that the athletes feel in a good place, that they're fed, that they're getting good rest, they're where they need to be on time, and that mainly they're dialed in and they feel ready to go. And a lot of times, you really see senior leadership come through at a meet like this. You see some athletes like a Chris Sullivan or a Pablo or a Chandra or a Sherry, some of our seniors, Eric Jones, who their presence, what they bring to the program is really going to start to feed those younger athletes. And if those younger athletes can get something from them this weekend, then I think as a team we're going to do our job. But obviously we're always looking to improve. Last year we improved a few spots. This indoor season we improved a few spots. So we're just looking to keep making those improvements. And our team is built for outdoors. At this point in time, we're an outdoor team. We have good discus throwers, good javelin throwers, a little bit better in the hammer. We've got 400-meter hurdlers that can do very well. We have a couple athletes that didn't compete indoors. So now we're looking to continue to make that improvement. And if our athletes can do that, and I'll be excited. But at the same time, if they go out there and they bust their butts and do everything they possibly can and just fight with all their hearts and all their will and all that, then we're going to be satisfied. But our biggest thing is, and everybody always says, Coach, how'd the meet go? We said, well, it went good enough for us to feel good, but it went just enough bad that we have to get back to practice on Monday. So, we always kind of take that approach to conference, and you can definitely tell, there's athletes that are really excited about this moment coming up. Some of our freshmen and sophomores that are really ready to get in there and just, really improve. And then you have some seniors that say, look, this is a business trip. I've got to get my business done. And those are, as much as you enjoy the excitement of a freshman, when you have a senior or a junior who understands that really this is a business trip, then they go in there and execute like that, then it just makes you feel really excited. And with the size of our team being mainly, or a big chunk of our team being mainly freshmen and sophomores, if we can get a lot of people taking a business trip next year, which would be the majority of the team, then I think we're going to be doing all right. But as far as things go for this meet right here, I would love to see our seniors go out with just a bang. I mean, they've all been having great practices. They've been looking good. They feel good. They've been done this enough times. This is going to be their 8th conference meet for a lot of them, and 12 for some of our cross-country kids. So for them, they know exactly what they have to do. They know their routine, and really we've just told our freshmen, like, hey, we know indoor conference was one thing, but that's a 2-day meet. This is a 4-day meet. Latch on to one of those seniors and follow them. See what they do. I know you follow them all the time in practice, but now see how they go out and they execute, and they put together those 7 meets we did indoors, and they put together those 6 meets we did outdoors. They put it all together, and basically they give you, what we're really doing, which is trying to improve our placing at the conference championship. And when they can go out and put all that together and go out on top like that, then that's really what we're trying to do. And as time goes on and we continue to get more developed, more experienced, and those marks keep coming together, then we're just really going to try and accomplish a team goal, which is winning a team title.